So in the past video, guys, we created a physics and chemistry textbook, and I want to make these guys bold. I'll just do a B and just add it everywhere there is space, and put this here, put this here. I'm just trying to make my stuff look cool. I like cool stuff. So we'll just refresh it one more time before we go into this video. So we just want these guys to be bold. Cool. Now let us go and produce a chemistry textbook. Remember, it's just like producing a car. We've produced the first Toyota car. Let us produce a Tesla. So let's produce a chemistry textbook. So do chemistry. Alright, so we can define the chemistry variable. Chemistry, just any variable, chemistry, I hope I spelled it well, equal to, we have to instantiate books again. Alright, so once we instantiate it, we can do chemistry, and we'll do set title. Set title. So we now have access to the set title function inside books. Let's say the title is Intro to Chemistry for Idiots by Ababio. So you can give yours any title you want. I'm just giving mine what makes sense to me at this point in time. Now we've set the title. Let us try and get the title, or let's just do it for the price too. So we set the price. So we'll set the price. This book will be very expensive, so I'll just put it at $98. Alright, so we're gonna do what we did with the physics again. We're trying to get both of them. We're going to do get the title. So we set the title for the chemistry class, and this function, we call this function inside these books. We gained access to it, and this function performed some algorithm, ran some algorithm on what we did here, and then saved it in a variable. Alright, and this second function ran some algorithm and saved it in a variable. And guess what? These two guys, when we now have access to the results using these two other functions. Alright, let's go and check it out. Refresh. So we now have two books. The first one is Introduction to Physics, PNLKK. Second one is Introduction to Chemistry by Ababio, and it's $98. Do you now understand why it is interesting to create classes and instantiate objects? So let us look at this. So we have just this one class, and what this class basically does is just a single thing. It simply takes a variable, saves it in the main variable. It takes in a parameter, saves it. That's just what it does. The second time it just prints it. That's just it. So let's imagine that this is actually producing a car. So at this stage it adds the steering, at this stage it adds the windscreen, at this stage it adds the tire, and so on and so forth. We don't need to rewrite this function again. So for every car we're going to create, we're just going to pass it the parameters. We'll just tell it that, hey, we need a big tires. We'll pass it in as a parameter. We need dark windscreen. We'll just pass it in. Then it produces the car. I hope you understand right now what it looks like, or what classes are. If somebody explained it to me this way when I was starting, it would have been awesome. I would have understood it much earlier than I did. You understand? So that's it. So with this, we can produce endless number of books. We just instantiate the function, the class. We throw in the variables. The functions inside the class execute it and give us the result. Then we can use the result for something else, while the class itself stays the same. Hope you understand. So let me show you this in real use, even though we will still get back to it and go into real examples, alright, or other examples. So this is an Ionic app. Ionic is the mobile framework for building Android and iOS applications, and it uses JavaScript. Now what happened is that Microsoft took JavaScript ES6 and used it to build an OOP version of JavaScript and called it TypeScript. Alright, so everywhere you see TypeScript, look at the spelling right here. TypeScript. Everywhere you see TypeScript, it means that it is owned. It is basically JavaScript, but written in an OOP way, because normally JavaScript is not OOP. Alright, So it runs on TypeScript, which is Angular. Ionic uses AngularJS, and AngularJS runs on TypeScript. So let's look at some TypeScript code. So I click on src. Don't worry about, you don't need to install this. I just want to give you a real life example. Go to pages, and this is an app I built for some cryptocurrency project I was working on. So let's go to this, and then let's click on this. So if you look at the top, you see that here a class was declared. Remember that this is JavaScript, and then named the name of the class. And it's customary in programming that you should give the name of your class the same name that your file carries. You understand? It's best because usually you're supposed to declare only one class per page. Alright, we'll get to that. Then look at all these functions, all these variables that are declared here at the top of the class. And of course we will get to constructor, but look, this is how they define their constructor. And then you can see all the other functions. This is an example of a function that is declared inside this class. Alright, another example is Laravel, which is PHP. So let's go and look at a Laravel code, and a good example is here. This is a Laravel code. So these are some variables that are declared, but if you come here, you see that there's a class, and this class has a name, and if you look at the name of this class and the name of this file, you see that it rhymes. So it makes sense that you call the name of your class should be the same name as your file, so that you don't make things mixed up. Alright, and also makes sense that you have only one class per file. You understand? Makes sense as a good developer. Alright, so and then you start seeing all the functions. Look at public function, so that it can be accessed from somewhere. Public function, you see? So you now start seeing all the functions inside the class. So any big framework that makes sense always uses OOP. That's just what I'm showing you in this video. You understand? Any serious framework will use OOP. Alright? Thank you very much. See you in the next video as we proceed.